Let's cap episode 55 off with our official NCAA College of Football playoffs. Of course, this goes down the day that this drops on Friday, New Year's Day. And I am super excited for this because we got some good matches. But first, the four teams we from 1 to 4 is Bama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. And Notre Dame does not deserve to be in the playoffs. Texas A&M, you guys got screwed.
Bad.
And even Ohio State, I know you guys won your conference. You're 6-0, so you're technically undefeated. But I mean, 6 wins. The conference, the team you beat was Northwestern. I mean, is that really number 3 team in the country? Is that really number 3 team in the country?
Not at all.
I prefer Cincinnati, damn it. But also, to be honest, I'm really excited for the Cincinnati versus Georgia game. Ooh.
I'm pretty for that game.
I'm pumped for that.
Nice.
But the first game we have is going to be the Rose Bowl. Of course, it's not going to be playing in California because California hates sports. It's going to be playing in Texas this year.
Yeah.
I know that cuts deep for you, Jalen. Let's not get to it.
Oh, no, it's fine.
You're smiling through the pain. It's feeling great. But we're going to have Alabama against number 4 Notre Dame. Alabama opens up as 20-point favorites in this one. Of course, Notre Dame's last game, which is why they should have been in, they lost 34-10 in the ACC championship game to Clemson. Of course, they did beat Clemson early in the year in overtime, but that was
without their starting quarterback.
That was without starting quarterback. That was without some other players because of COVID and that kind of stuff. But Bama has scored at least 38 points in every game this season. And they scored 38, their lowest, in their first game of the year. Their last 10 games, they put up 40 on their opponents. And it's, hey, Jalen, I'm going to take the spread, but also, I'm gonna take it by like another touchdown. Let's get 27-point favorites. I will bet on that because this game, it's not going to be close. Alabama just boat races Notre Dame in this one, and they move on easily to the finals, to the championship game.
In my opinion, when you are deciding who makes the playoffs, first off, I think that they should expand slightly. I think they should
18 playoff would be perfect. 8 teams,
yes,
but of
they
course,
should expand.
We're never going to get that because we're not lucky enough as sports fans. We deserve to suffer.
No. But second of all, I think if you have lost to another team who has made playoffs by at least double digits, meaning like 20, 30, you shouldn't get to make it because you're probably going to lose to that same exact team by guess what?
Yeah.
20 or 30 points. So, but then to not have to go up against a better team that is probably would have beat Clemson by like 20, 30 points. They're going to get demolished. I say Alabama puts up at least 30 to 40 in the first half. It's going to look like that the first game. We're gonna lose by 50.
Oh no! Oh no! This is.
I'm a big underdog fan. I hope Notre Dame beats Alabama somehow.
And the crazy thing, the weakness of this Alabama team is their defense, which is 7th in the country.
Oh my God, no! 7th. Like it's like this is like.
Especially with what we've seen from Kyle Trask in his game in the Cotton Bowl, 3 interceptions in the first quarter. Looks like Alabama has the Heisman winner from this year, Mac Jones, too. So, hey, Notre Dame, it was nice knowing you. Say your Hail Marys because you're going to die.
You're going to die. It doesn't look good. Like, I don't – like, unless, like, Mac Jones doesn't play. I don't see any scenario
in which Notre Dame comes out of this with a win. I don't.
Even if Alabama's entire starting lineup got COVID, I think their entire second string would still be Notre Dame.
Okay. Let's pump the brakes.
No, that is not even an overstatement. I think the entire second string team of Alabama is better than Notre Dame's starters.
Okay, I think that's an overstatement, Jalen. I understand the exaggeration. I think we need to chill up.
Do we not remember when Alabama had a current about to win the Heisman, Matt Jones, Tua, and Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Let's go into the Sugar Bowl. So, of course, we are both going with Alabama in this one. The next game is going to be the Sugar Bowl. That's Clemson against Ohio State, which is going to be a lot better game, especially on the betting odds. Clemson only opens up as 7.5-point favorites. And I do like this. I think it's going to be a really close game still. I think it's going to be solid, but I still like, I mean, call me a basic for picking the favorites in this one, but I like Clemson. I like Clemson by 4 points in this game. I'm not going to bet the spread. I'm going to take the under on the spread on this one, but I still see Clemson advancing to yet another Alabama-Clemson championship game.
I see this game going to Clemson, but I see it kind of starting kind of bad. And I feel like it's going to be kind of like a similar game from a couple of years ago, Oklahoma versus Alabama. Alabama got to a really good start, and Oklahoma kind of closed it but didn't have enough time left to close the game out. I think that's how it's going to be. I think Ohio State's going to be really bad to start the game. I think Clemson's going to look like a blowout early. Mm-hmm. I think Ohio State's going to start making some moves late in the game, but I think Clemson overall will pull this game.
And so that is going to give us both a Alabama-Clemson national championship game. Clemson has made 4 of the 6 national championship games in 2015, 16, and then 18 and 19. Of course, they've won 2 of them. They're 2-2. They've played Alabama 3 times in this one, and they're 2-1 against Alabama. And I see them going up 3-1 against Alabama with this one. Give me Dabo Swinney. Give me the greatest quarterback in college football history, and Trevor Lawrence. Joey Burrow, no, it's Trevor Lawrence. They're going to beat Alabama by 2 points in the national championship game. I'm taking that game, Jay. I'm going to give you my points prediction with this. It's going to be 45-43 Clemson.
I got this in the 30s. I got 30s each team.
Okay.
I got like a 34, 37-ish type.
Mm-hmm. Who you see taking this one then?
I think Alabama. I like Najee Harris. I think Najee Harris is going to be the big game changer in this. I think both quarterbacks are not struggle for them, but not for an average.
They relatively struggle.
Relatively struggle. I think it's going to be a defensive game, but Najee Harris is going to break
relatively out. Defensive.
He's going to score for like four touchdowns. There's going to be passing wise defensive. Like defensive DBs are going to be going crazy. But I think Najee Harris is going to run for like 4 touchdowns against Clemson. Have him running wild. I think a couple of them will be like short yardage touchdowns. I think he's going to be the decision between these two. I think both quarterbacks are going to play about the same. And I think it's going to come down to Etienne and Najee Harris. And I think Najee Harris ends up pulling out a win for Alabama.
I'm super excited because both those running backs, Etienne, he's phenomenal. He's going to be making some good stuff. He's going to be a good draft pick. Definitely a first rounder. Najee Harris is a phenomenal running back in his own right. This is going to be a really good game. I really hope we get Bama versus Clemson.
Oh, yeah. I just want to see it. I don't care who wins.
Rivalry too.
Honestly, this one the few times on this show where I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I just want to see football.
Then that's the best. It's always sucks because like there's some games where I don't have a dog in the fight, but I always find myself rooting for someone because I hate myself and I can't just enjoy a football game no matter how hard I try.
Honestly, sometimes there's times I watch like a football game and like I don't care who wins, but then like fourth quarter hits and like there's a team down by like 10 and I'm like, you can do it.
Right. But official national championship predictions, I'm taking Clemson over Alabama 45-43. And Jalen, you're going to be taking Alabama over Clemson with the final score 37-34.
35-34.
35 to. I can't wait for this. Oh, it can't get here soon enough.